Zingerman's is an institution here, and on this Friday, this cold, raw, rainy Friday, the line is well out the door. That isn't an anomaly on a fall Friday, when the University of Michigan has a home football game, but the Wolverines are celebrating homecoming with Rutgers in town this weekend, so there's probably more people than normal milling around in the mid-afternoon. On that line, wearing blue and maize, were a grandfather, a father, and a son. Grandpa, they literally asked to be referred to as Grandpa, Dad, and son, is a Michigan man, class of 1970. Dad followed in those footsteps, class of 1998, which means he was a senior when Michigan last claimed a national championship in 1997. Son? A preteen, fresh new maize Michigan hoodie on, possibly too young to fully grasp the Michigan football experience. In any case, 3 generations of that family were at Zingerman's, fondly dreaming of Michigan's full return to prominence, but also lamenting what is happening right now under Jim Harbaugh. The Wolverines started last season 9-0, then lost 3 of their final 4 games by a total of 5 points. This Michigan team entered Saturday at 5-2. There will be no Big Ten championship this fall, there will be no national championship come January, only questions. This is the guy everyone wanted, so what are we really going to complain about, said Grandpa, referencing Harbaugh, who, like his predecessor, Brady Hoke, is 25-8 in his first 33 games at the helm of his alma mater. The expectations are through the roof, and that isn't changing, no matter who is coaching, but they only get heightened because it's Harbaugh. Sink or swim. You can't experience the high of winning the whole thing while a student here and not want that every year, irrational or not, said Dad, half smiling, as if he knew how absurd an expectation that is. Harbaugh is the guy. I believed that when he was hired, I believe that now. Son was off to the side, listening intently, nodding in agreement. Maybe he knows more than what his age and experience should allow after all. If the weather had been nicer, a 20-minute walk southeast to the Brown Jug would have been in the cards. The rain meant a 7-minute drive, highlighted by rush hour traffic and a series of quick lefts and rights until you arrive at another Ann Arbor institution, this one just off a busy thoroughfare, South University Avenue. The Brown Jug, named for the trophy given to the winner of the Michigan-Minnesota rivalry game, has been around since 1936. In turn, there is memorabilia all over the walls. Heisman Trophy winners, All-Americans, legendary players, legendary moments line those walls. It is here we find one of the more fascinating Michigan fans, the young alum. One particular chap saddled up at the bar, who wished to remain anonymous, says he was a junior a decade ago when Michigan lost to Appalachian State at Michigan Stadium. A lawyer living in Michigan, this gentleman says the 2007 team, which started the season ranked number 5, lost to Appalachian State, lost to Oregon, then rallied to win 9 games in the Capital One Bowl, is his favorite Michigan team ever. Fine, but he then admits he has no idea what winning feels like. The Wolverines' last Big Ten title was in 2004, when he was a senior in high school. Rich Rodriguez's tenure was an abject disaster. Brady Hoke then won 11 games and a Sugar Bowl in 2011, but his stay here was largely a failure, not to mention brief. Harbaugh is going to get this done, the man says. Everyone just has to settle in and take a breath. Find me another coach with these expectations, expected to win everything immediately, he said. At some point, yes, he's going to have to get something done, and this season has the natives restless, but everyone needs to relax, just a little. This is just a small sample size of what this massive, nationwide alumni base is thinking at this point, but here's a thought. If Jim Harbaugh, a Michigan alum, a longtime NFL quarterback, and a highly successful coaching savant, can't get the Wolverines back to the summit, can anyone?